Fitting this music, right?
Great song choice.
Magic.
Yes, magic. And we have Baldini here on the show. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
We should tell people, by the way, you are going to be at Taste of the Kingsway. We were talking about this because it kicked off on Friday. It goes all weekend, closes at 6 tonight. So you want to get there before then. You're on at 11
o'clock. 1 hour show at 11 o'clock. It's a kid's show.
And tell us a little bit about what it is that you do.
Yeah.
What do? I do magic, but my primary thing actually is I teach magic in public schools. So that's and the science behind it. So I'm very embroiled in the kids' magic world, and there's nothing better than teaching a person a magic trick, because then they can go and make someone smile, and I get an assist on that. So
yeah, very, very neat. Well, so make sure you get out there and see him 11 to noon at the Taste of the Kingsway. But we want to see a few things. Are you able to show us some tricks?
I am. And I thought, keeping with the spirit of Taste of the Kingsway, we would do a trick with kings.
Oh, nice.
I'm a very clever guy that I am. So this is what we're going to do. We have 4 kings here, and what I'm going to do is take them like this, and I'll show you the first one here is the King of Diamonds. And Pooch, will you put your hand on top of that?
Sure.
Hold tight. That leaves us with 3. And this is the King of Hearts, right?
Okay.
Would you please put your hand on top of that? So you have the diamonds and the hearts, and I just go like this. And they switch, look. Lift them up, show everybody.
No, I should have the diamonds.
We have a heart.
Show everybody. Look, they switch. How did it happen? I will tell you. Magic.
Wow, so cool.
Yeah, so that's
I
that.
promise I was covering it.
Well, I know. I was here. I saw it. I know. Now, I'm going to show you a very clever trick. It involves Smarties. Get it?
Can I have them?
Nice.
You can have them right now. Hold on to them. And what we're going to do, that's a sealed box of Smarties. We have the normal deck cards here. You can see that. And maybe I'll have you just say stop anywhere you want. Here, take that card, have a look, show it to everybody. Not me, of course.
Oh, don't look at the camera.
No, okay, well, look, like it's going to make a difference. Go ahead. All right?
Like it's going to make a difference. You're a magician, I forgot.
Who do you think's in control here?
Yes,
You or me?
That's right.
All right, put it back here.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, we'll cut the cards like this. And one more time like this. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this, dun dun dun, was your card.
No.
What are you talking about?
That's
the wild card. It's any card.
Oh, okay. That's not much of a trick.
No, okay, all right. Well, here, how about this? Put your hand on top of it.
Okay.
All you have to do is think of the wild card becoming your card, and so it shall be. Yeah. Oh, it's done already. Check it out.
King of Diamonds.
Look at that magic. Taste of the Kingsway, and you pick the king all by yourself.
Wow.
You should do this for a living, Baldini.
That's not the trick. Watch. Very quickly, we'll rip this into 4, like this, right? 4 pieces, right? Well, you hold on to this, and you've been holding on to the Smarties all along. If I can make these go back together with the aid of a little bit of magic dust, we'll know that they... But you have the Smarties box. We're going to do this real quickly. Watch carefully. This is a Smarties box you had in your possession the entire time. Yes, you can have the Smarties. Inside is a card.
No.
Not only is it a card, it is a 3/4 piece
Come
card.
on, Baldini.
And not only is it a 3/4 piece card, but it is the exact 3/4 piece card that matches the final piece.
What?
And that is magic.
That is for reals magic.
Yeah, for
And
reals.
amazing.
Well, I'm in the amazing business. That's what I do.
Wow. And that's your whole thing. You love putting a smile on people's
That's
faces.
it.
Yes.
That's it.
Do you
That's
get a lot of
magic
this, like that?
I
that
do.
face,
I
like
do.
shots?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, one of my things I don't like magicians who aren't great, that kind of thing. For me, I'm from a very humble place where I'm honored to make people smile. As cheesy as that sounds.
No,
but it's
and I
true.
love that you
that.
also are into teaching tricks, because
Yes.
sometimes magicians say, I'm not gonna tell you how I did this or whatever. But in order for kids to sort of feel engaged and feel like they want to pay it forward and
to keep
show
it
their
alive.
kids.
Whenever,
And it goes further than that. I mean, it actually instills confidence in them, personal skills, and they learn science when I teach magic, because science is a lot of what magic
I used to
is.
want to do a little magic. Did you see my trick earlier?
With the pulling behind the ear thing.
Did you? What about my skills?
I can give you a lesson.
How am I doing?
Let me
You're not
ask you
bad,
this.
yeah.
For anybody who's watching at home who maybe has somebody who's interested in magic, what's sort of your advice for how to get into it? Do you just start with sort of like a little magic kit? Like what's the way to get into it to begin
They're
with?
gone.
Yes.
All of them are gone.
The way to get into magic, actually, the way I started,
like that?
and I started late, but I saw a magician in the card switching stuff, and I was like, how do you do that? How do you do that? And he was old school. He wouldn't tell me anything. And I kept bugging him, and he finally told me about a magic store called the Browser's Den of Magic, which is in Toronto. And I went in and I bought a book and a VHS cassette because it was.
What's that? What are those?
Exactly. It was before DVDs. But basically, you can go into a magic store and libraries too. They have tons of books and the internet.
Of course.
That's it.
Baldini at the Taste of the Kingsway. Thanks for being here.
My absolute
He's
pleasure.
on at 11, so make sure you check him out. And stay tuned. We'll have a lot more coming up. Your news headlines, weather, and traffic after the break. Okay, now, can we actually eat the Smarties?
Too late. Oh, I thought you ate them all.
I did, but I put it back in the box.
Come snapping at me. Everybody wants